Hey guys, this is John. I'm doing a reading for somebody who asked that it be made public, put up on YouTube. That way, in case anybody else has a similar experience, they can hopefully have some input. And that way, if you're noticing any details that really kind of line up with your situation, then this will help you out. I'm going to hand it over to Rainbow Harmony while I pull up some cards and do a little bit of investigation on my own while Rainbow Harmony gets the whole thing started. So,
Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And yes, this is a reading that somebody purchased and they requested that John do the reading too with me. So I want you guys to know, if you purchase a reading from me and you also want to hear from John, all you have to do is when you order the reading, just write in the notes that you want John to come in on the reading as well. And that's at no additional charge, okay? Unfortunately, if you just purchase a reading from John, that option's not available. So if you want to hear from me and John, purchase a reading from me and put that you want to hear from John in the notes. And to receive your own personal reading, head to promiseharmony.com/services. All the information will be below. So thank you to this person for allowing us to put this public. I'm not going to reveal their name or any personal details. So if you came across this reading, then stay tuned. Maybe there is some information that will come out for you, but keep in mind this is a personal reading. May not resonate with everyone. So this person wants to know, is their twin flame male or female? What is that future going to be like? What is this person like? What are their characteristics? When are they coming into their life? And so let's go ahead and get this reading started. And I'm going to start while John's getting ready, pulling your current energy in love. So what is your current energy like right now in your love life? Interesting. Okay, so the cards really seem to say that right now in your love life, it's possible that the next person that you're going to be connecting with is actually someone you've been with before or someone that you know from before. This says someone from your past is returning to your life. And then we get that next to the new love card reversed. So when I see this in the cards, it tells me you are going to be getting with someone that you've known for a while. It could be a friend, could be someone that's right under your nose. It could be an ex. That's coming back, okay? Now, I can't guarantee that this next person is going to be your twin flame. I have a feeling there might be a couple more soulmates on your path, maybe even a karmic, hopefully not, before you do connect with your twin flame. And with twin flame, I do see that as being your life partner. So, yes, a strong message about somebody from your past returning to your life. It could also be a message someone you've known in a past life. This could be hinting towards your twin flame. So let's get some clarification. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. John and I are still getting over a stupid cold we had. I'm sure everybody on the channel knows about it by now. We've been coughing and gagging and everything. So this is saying, yeah, you're going through a spiritual awakening. You are getting more in alignment with your twin flame. And by spiritual awakening, I mean that you're starting to open more towards your soul mission and life purpose. You're coming into alignment with the truth of who you are. You're starting to let go of the people and the places and the situations that don't serve you. And you're starting to make more leeway, more steps towards your dreams and goals. And they're telling you to stay optimistic about your love life. Because there are some positive things coming in here in this energy. Let's pull from my Wildwood deck now. Yeah, there has been a lot of clearance, you know, like I just mentioned, letting go of the people, places, situations that no longer serve you. This card's coming out to tell you, you know, stay optimistic because you've let go of a lot in your life and you're making room for something new or for someone to return to your life in love. Let's see a little bit more about your energy in this area of your life. I do see that finances are coming in, that you are getting your foundation stable, that, you know, money is flowing your way. You're feeling a lot more confident. You're really doing well in life right now. There's a really beautiful energy surrounding you. So I do feel like this is a good time to welcome love in. And your creativity is at an all-time high. So I always tell people, if you want to connect with your twin flame, take steps towards your dreams and desires. As cliche as it sounds, focus on yourself is actually the best love advice ever, because as you get into alignment with your truth, that puts you into alignment with the people that are meant for you. That puts you into alignment with your twin flame. So I do see you currently moving into alignment with your twin. So what are you getting, John? We're actually going to move on now to start talking about the characteristics of your twin flame. So take it away, John.
So I got the Knight of Love, the Two of Love, and the Parfait. A lot of confirmations here that this twin flame of yours that you're meeting, that you really do have a destiny connected with this person. I'm not getting clear details yet. I've pulled some runes out to take a look at those. But just to sum up, generally this person is very charismatic, very charming, very gentle also. That's a lot of the characteristics coming out of this one. This card is really, really confirmation that this is a very great partnership. I really see this card come out a lot as a confirmation of like a twin flame type relationship, where it's just a lot of partnership, just complete. I don't know. It's a relationship where there's so much care and attention and compassion for each other. That's really communicated and shared. It's not hidden away, or there's not these kinds of average kind of difficult problems that most people have in relationships where it's very karmic, or where they have a lot of lessons to learn when they start out. I feel like this relationship, when it does hit you, it's going to feel very different, because from the beginning there's going to be this different kind of energy about it altogether. It's not going to move like other relationships move forward. It's going to feel like it starts off exactly right. They're going to be very, very real and very honest and very challenging at the same time, and that it's going to bring both of you together in a way that just really challenges a lot of your old perceptions about relationships and love. The Parfait comes out. I think this just tells me that this person is somebody who really sees beyond the normal kind of solutions to things. I mean, the whole idea of the magician, so to speak, is like somebody who's really good at, manifesting these really, really great solutions to, the average kind of problems or average kind of challenges that you'll have in your life. So what I pulled for, I'm going to have to kind of like relocate all the little runes to kind of where they were. It's kind of like this, and that's how they all fell. So we have Wunjo, we have Raidos, turn over here, Thurisaz, Othello, Manaz, and the last one here, Dagaz. By the way, this is kind of like the symbol for daybreak. I think it's saying that there is kind of like this path that you'll be taking where once, I guess it's kind of like, because Thurisaz represents this energy of like how you've got to get through some kind of a procrastination. There's some kind of like thing that you're waiting for to happen, that I feel like it's suggesting that once you stop waiting and begin to take action on this thing that you've been procrastinating, it could be maybe a dream, it could be maybe kind of like more internal work, that it's kind of laid on top of it, like it's preventing, you from getting to the bottom of all of these things. And Othello, I guess, sometimes people say that. I feel like it's talking about an inheritance. There's a lot of times we kind of misunderstand like the idea that we can inherit like wealth in like a very material sense. I feel like this is talking about inheritance in like a spiritual sense, that as part of being a human here, it's part of having the consciousness that you have, the kind of gifts that come with that, that when you recognize your inheritance, the real gifts that you have being here on this planet, the gift of life, the gift of creativity, that when you finally kind of break through this procrastination, these dreams that you have, maybe these things that you've been holding off on, that it's going to release this inheritance, this kind of abundance that's been waiting for you. And at the other end of it is this very great symbol of daybreak. It's like the beginning of a very new cycle for you. I feel like that's kind of I think it's wanting to talk about the timing of all of this, that there's some kind of a dream of yours that really has to be worked on. It's also hiding this kind of sense of travel and transportation and like movement taking you towards this person and in this relationship. And the funny other thing that I got, joy is kind of pointing towards all of this too, so I thought that was interesting, that like your joy will also come out of it. But the funny thing here, I got a weird little pattern. This is Manaz, and if you look in, I'm going to show you real quick. And if you look in, oh wait, no, I got it wrong here. Okay, so this person is very to the point, very concise. They don't like to like beat around the bush. They are very, 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 I want to say almost blunt. Like they don't like frilly words and frilly descriptions and stuff like that. So I guess that's revealing one of the other points, but that's AWAS. So but that's what I got for now.
Well, I'm starting to look into what they're like, just like their personality, their characteristics. And it's really interesting. When I first saw these two cards, I was like, what the heck? But then I kind of was meditating on it for a second and realized, oh, this is actually showing how this person's going to benefit you and how they're going to fit well with you. This is somebody who's very logical and very persistent. And I don't get a sense that they're dishonest or that they like to trick people or that they like have a big ego or something. This is somebody who's very balanced. Like, I just got this message when I pulled this card. This is somebody who is woke. You know what I mean? This person realizes that oftentimes your troubles are self-created. So this is somebody who's smart, who realizes if there's a problem that they're the root of the problem and like to work through it. So I think this is the kind of partner that will want to compromise with you and work through things. And I think that's how you'll know it's your twin flame, because they won't go anywhere. It kind of reminds me of that movie Trainwreck. We just watched this movie. Because it was like on TV, and it's this movie Trainwreck with Amy Schumer. And she was like shocked that this guy she was dating, like, she kept misunderstanding and thinking he was like trying to break up with her or something, just because he wanted to work through some conflict. And he didn't run. Like, this is a guy, this is like her guy, like this was like her twin flame, and he was the one who didn't want to run. He was the one who was like, let's face this conflict, like let's figure out how to compromise, let's listen to each other, let's work through this. Like, this is somebody who isn't going to like be scared away by your emotions or your feelings or like the way you are, like the way that you want to express yourself. They're not going to just, hitch a ride out of there the first second that you guys have problems, because every relationship has problems at some point. And I think this is the kind of person that wants to work through it with you, and you guys are very compatible. So this is somebody, very strong, very persistent, very self-aware. They've overcome a lot of negative behavior patterns by the time they've met you. Very grounded. They're not prejudiced towards others. They might even have, be some kind of activist, or be really into human rights, or, be, an advocate for feminism or something. This is somebody who wants to be your equal and wants to be your partner. And then this is the 10 of Wands. This is somebody who knows how to share the load. This is not someone who's going to take advantage of you. This is somebody who is going to come in your life and help lighten your load. And I see that they work a lot, okay? I do see this person is a hard worker, and you know, they're learning currently right now how to pace themselves, and I think they're at a similar place in life because this is your twin. So oftentimes you guys will mirror each other. When you meet your twin flame and you discuss like your life and your path and the things that have happened, you'll realize oftentimes you guys have been through a lot of the same things that happened roughly around the same time. It's very weird, very bizarre when you meet your twin, you talk to them and you realize, wow, we've been through a lot of the same stuff. That's so strange, you know. But it's that twin element. It's like that mirroring element, and I do feel like you guys are gonna kind of share some of these things you've been through, and I feel like this is also a message saying that you do have some work, like John said, to do before you connect with your twin. There might even be a couple soulmates you need to meet to open your heart. So we are going to reveal some information about your twin flame today, but don't turn down opportunities to date people or to go out with people or to connect with others like soulmates and stuff just because you got to wait for your twin flame. I think a lot of the messages here are saying don't wait, you know, be open to whoever's on your path. Don't obsess over whether or not they're your twin because time reveals all. And sometimes a really strong soulmate can feel like a twin flame, but then you realize at a certain point the soul contract's up and then you move closer to your twin. So just realize there might be some people on your path you meet who are a little bit like this, but every person you date, you get closer and closer to your twin. And I do feel like currently you guys are on the same path right now to learn how to kind of lighten your load and how to really work towards your dreams. This card's all about clearly defining what your goals are, and that will bring you closer to your twin. This is also talking about meditations. You can meditate and connect with your twin. Just go on YouTube and type in twin flame meditation. And as always, if a meditation or something you find on YouTube doesn't resonate with you and doesn't sound accurate, trust yourself always. Maybe it's not for you, but I found some really great meditations to help me with all types of things, and you can definitely meditate and connect with your twin and start tapping into that energy if you want. And then this is also just saying your twin does want to settle down. This is somebody who wants to be your life partner. I do get a sense that you will be getting married and to your twin. And, you know, that's not the case for everybody because not everybody gets married. Everyone has their own choice. And, you know, I'm not the one to say that's right or wrong or if you do or don't. But this is a message saying in your case, this person does want the family life. And this person's part of your spiritual family. And so there's a chance that when you meet this person, or maybe just before or just after you meet this person, you're also going to be meeting some more friends and people from your soul family. Maybe their family becomes your family, as often what happens when you get really close with someone and date them or marry them. So I'm also seeing that by the time you connect with your twin and you get married, you're going to be feeling very successful. You're going to be feeling really respected. You're going to feel very happy. And your twin is also very, very successful as well. So, John, what are you getting?
Yeah. Oh. I want to see those real quick. Weird. Okay, I'm getting numbers here.
For the timing?
I don't know. We got 30.
I was actually looking at that as well for 31. The timing. 31?
31.
31.
13.
Oh, okay, so 31.
30.
It could be that so
I'm
here's some possibilities. It could be in 3 years that you meet this person. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's going to be 3 months. The number 31 could also be significant because maybe when you're 31 is when you'll be connecting with your twin. But please don't let this discourage you that it is kind of a little bit of a longer path. You know, once again, don't shut yourself off to love in the meantime. And it could be maybe you meet this person soon, but 3 years later you get married. So there's definitely something significant about the number 3, about the number 31. Maybe you'll meet them on the 31st. And that is our time prediction. And realize the time predictions, I've heard that my time predictions are very, very accurate. Time and time again, I have people emailing me and telling me, I met this person on the exact day you said. I met this person the exact month or the exact year you said. It's so awesome to receive that affirmation. But timelines can shift a little bit depending on the work you do on yourself, and their free will is also involved. But there does seem to be a significance, right, John?
Yeah, I was pulling these off to the side. That's why I was like, wait.
Yeah, so something about maybe when you're 31 years old, you'll meet them on the 31st. It could be 3 years from now.
Maybe 20. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be 3 months from now. I really think you've got some time.
Yeah, I think based on
Yeah.
what we saw about the Thurisaz rune talking about procrastination.
Yes.
There's some kind of thing you've been really trying to work on, like that you've got some hidden passion about, that this time that you have in between now and meeting this person, that this time is very, very valuable.
It's for that, you know.
For actually taking action on these things. Because honestly, you're probably going to get really swept away on what you guys will be doing together. So there's something of yours that you really, I think there's something that it's giving you the opportunity to take this time you have right now to work on. So are you done with this, by the way?
Yeah. And I was just going to say, you know, I wish I could tell everybody you're going to meet your twin flame next week, but we're about telling the truth here, and it's not so bad of a thing. And 3 years or when you're 31, it's going to pass so fast.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to meet this person when it's the perfect timing. You don't want to meet them before you're ready.
Yeah.
Because that can sometimes cause the twin flame runner chaser dynamic. And I have a sense that your union is going to be really seamless. I don't feel like you're going to have a lot of that twin flame drama a lot of people usually have.
Mm-hmm.
It seems a lot more like you're working on yourself, they're working on themselves. Mm-hmm. You guys will come together.
Yeah.
So
and I pulled these because I wanted to take a look at.
Do you need some water?
Oh, no, I'm good. When you were talking about how, you know, maybe not being discouraged from dating anybody in between now and then, I feel like I decided to pull some cards on that in order to kind of maybe give you like some guidelines, because it's not just in terms of like using this time in between now and then as practice in terms of dating, but it's also, I feel like it's actually going to prepare you for the time that you actually do meet them, that you will be ready, that the timing will be right, and that I don't want to make this sound wrong, but you want to actually be somebody that they also are ready for, and that takes a little bit of work, especially if you're having any trouble finding people that you would like to hang out with and like to have a relationship with, and have one that lasts. So I pulled some cards to maybe have some suggestions. The first card that came up was the turkey, which is talking about sacrifice or generosity or kind of gift giving without any kind of expectation of things coming in return. The coyote talks about kind of like this energy of chaos or unpredictability or self-sabotage, and the rabbit talks a lot about fear. It talks about kind of running away from things. It talks about kind of the false nature sometimes that we project onto situations because of old memories and things. So I think what it's saying here is, in the meantime, if you do find people that you'd like to hang out with, that you'd like to have a relationship with, try to consider entering in this relationship from the perspective of generosity. How exactly, you want to enter into a relationship not because you need something from this person, but because you want to give something to this person. If you feel like you do have the ability to give to this person, no strings attached, no expectations for anything coming back to you, then that relationship will naturally flourish and naturally develop along a very, very healthy kind of progression.
Yeah, live in the moment. I feel like that's the message.
And a lot of times when relationships can get caught up in, this balance or this mutual agreement of like, I do this for you and you do this for me, you lose the whole purpose of having these relationships, which is to share the abundance that you have in your life with others and to use it as an opportunity to move forward and to expand your responsibilities, to help and to kind of help create life. I feel like that's really going to help you getting into this idea of like kind of practicing in these relationships so that you can, once you meet your twin flame, that they'll recognize that and they'll really cherish that, and you guys will just, right off the bat, just jump right into it. The last thing I pulled was asking, because you mentioned if this person was going to be male, because I got a funny rune earlier, I think you saw that. it was this one, but it was upside down, which is Ehwaz. And I was a little thrown off by it, so I pulled some other runes just to check. And I've got pretty clear confirmations here that this is a male energy, or masculine energy. And I got here Manaz here, which is highly representative of mankind.
Yeah, it's a male.
Yeah. I got Ehwaz here, literally like an M, like for man.
But that doesn't mean you should shut yourself off to female in the meantime. You know, if you end up falling for a female like 3 weeks from now, like don't be like, oh, it's not my twin flame, I can't be with them. You know, live in the moment and be open to exploring yourself and to be open, you know?
Yeah. I mean, and
and
honestly,
just because you're with a male doesn't mean you're straight. Like I personally, random fact, I'm bisexual, but I'm with a male, obviously.
yeah, I feel like at any point in time, it's really talking about like how do you, what really helps you kind of open up energetically to your fullest self. And everybody has masculine and feminine energy in them, and when they balance it, they're gonna feel totally just, you know, really just opened up. I think when you get into situations where that gets a little complicated, just really trust that that you know it's a discovery, it's an exploration of yourself, and to not get too caught up in the details of those things. It'll happen naturally.
All right, so let's spill the tea on what this person is going to look like and like what they're going to be like. This is what we want to know. Okay, so let's try to do some readings on eye color and hair color. Okay, once again, it's very possible that maybe, you know, I say you're going to meet someone with light hair and they have dark hair or something, but if this reading app happens to be accurate, please come back. Time and time again, people have come back and told me I met him, he looks exactly like you say. So here's how I'm going to do this. Okay, I'm going to use my Enchanted Tarot. And if I pull a yellow card, or like an orange card, a blue card, or a purple card, then they're gonna have dark hair. If I pull a pink card or a green card, then that's light hair, okay? So I'm just going to take a deep breath and split the deck and pull a card. Ooh, so it's very possible that this person has light hair. And how funny is it that we pull the Nine of Hearts, which is actually a love card, which means fulfillment. Check this out, fulfillment. How cute is that? Okay, this is saying satisfaction is achieved, your wish is granted, you're going to be united with your twin flame. So, you know, it's funny that it's a confirmation on their hair color, but it's also confirmation that we are talking about your twin. This is an accurate answer, okay? So possible they're going to have light hair. Maybe it's red hair or something. Maybe it's a little bit more auburn. Maybe it's completely blonde. I mean, there's a spectrum there, but I don't get a sense it's going to be like dark brown or dark black, okay? Now let's go ahead and get some eye color. Same thing. If I pull a card that is, wait, let's kind of split this up. Give me a second. Okay, so if I pull purple or orange, then that's going to be brown eyes. If I pull blue or pink, that's going to be blue eyes. And if I pull green, then that's going to be green eyes. And that makes sense because, you know, a lot of people have brown eyes, a lot of people have blue eyes. Green's a little bit more rare. So let's go ahead and see what color eyes this person could potentially have. Okay, so brown eyes. All right, so brown eyes. So light hair and brown eyes. And once again, the eyes could be very, very dark blackish brown, or they could be more like a hazel brown. You know, there's a spectrum there, but that's kind of around what I'm getting for this person. All right, now let's go ahead and look into the characteristics just a little bit more, and then we'll wrap this up. Oh, number of kids, you do that. John's polling for how many kids you're gonna have. Aw, the Prince of Wands. This actually goes really well with what John was saying earlier about this person being very dynamic. Something else about this person is they have a very youthful energy. So they're very playful. This is also somebody who likes traveling. They're like a pioneer. They love adventure. And so, and remember how you pulled a card talking about how travel was kind of involved? Yeah. with this person. Like you might have to go somewhere or move somewhere to meet this person.
After they work on the project.
Yes, you're supposed to. Don't just start with the travel. Start by working on the project, like John said.
Because it was turned over.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, like it was later.
So the delay. There's a delay on this. It's not. Remember, this could be when you're 31. Could be 3 years from now. So there's a possibility you'll meet this person when you're traveling, or they'll be foreign, or they'll be traveling when they meet you. Here, drink some water. This stupid cold. How many weeks have we had this cold now? 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Dear goodness, we never get sick either. Just traveling. So, anyways, this is somebody who's an original thinker, and they will probably want to move with you or want you to travel with them. They've changed jobs a lot, but I don't think they're like unstable. They just kind of like want to try different things. They have a lot of experience. Very successful. The great thing about this person though is that they're passionate, but they're not like full of themselves. They're very confident. They've got kind of that like alpha personality, but they're not gonna talk down because like there's a message I got earlier about this person really being like your equal. And so this is somebody who likes to take risks. It's possible they're a fire sign. Very possible that they're a fire sign. There's been a lot of fiery energy in the wand suit. It usually has to do with a fire sign. So pretty cool. Let's go ahead and see anything else about you and your twin flame from my love deck. And John's polling what's going on with you guys having children.
I'm getting like just a really weird number.
What?
But over and over again.
Okay, so what's the number? Maybe we can...
9.
9 children. We'll have fun with that.
Yeah, I don't know why. I pulled different cards like 3 times.
Well, 9 is the number of endings and beginnings and like the start of a new cycle. That card right there is really sticking out to me. How many? That looks like 3.
This one?
Yeah.
That's 19.
But like the people in it, there's like 3 people in that card.
There's 5.
There's 5.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's like you're gonna have a lot more kids than you think.
6,
I'll pull a clarifier. Maybe it's more than just 1 or 2 children. You know what I mean?
This is 9. This is 9. The cards I pulled before was 9.
You're not gonna
3
have
is
9 kids. Don't worry.
It could be 3. I don't know.
The Octomom doesn't even have 9 kids.
3 times 3 is 9. I don't know.
3. Yeah, I was gonna say 3. For some reason, I thought there were 3 people in that card. Anyways, we're gonna get to that.
Yeah.
Okay, so your twin flame is worth waiting for. We know this isn't going to happen right away, but they're also saying give other relationships a chance, okay? It doesn't mean that if you meet someone this year or next year, it's not your twin flame. Like, it could be this relationship takes 3 years to develop to the point to where you have the twin flame recognition. And because twin flame recognition doesn't always happen right away. Like, there's going to be that intense energy, but sometimes you go back and forth and you're like, I don't know. And then you realize, okay, I'm going to marry this person. So just know, give your relationship a chance. You asked specifically, is this a man or a woman? So it makes me think maybe you're thinking about exploring being with women. Be open to that. It's a message that's coming out. Don't shut yourself off to experiences. It's just a huge message. And they're saying be playful. If you want romance in your life, just be youthful and get out into nature. Be open to this. And once again, trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. I want to read you the trust card real quick, and then we'll deliberate a little bit more on the children situation before we end this message.
9.
9. 9 children. Just kidding. So, the universe asks you to trust that everything is exactly as it needs to be. Do not add fear to the situation, which will only create drama and negativity. Instead, the universe asks you to release your worries to it. Your present situation is here to bring you blessings and personal growth, leading to the beautiful romantic love you so deeply desire and deserve. As you follow the pathway that you're currently on, trust that it's leading you in the right direction. Your faith uplifts your energy, which in turn attracts positive experiences and people, including your romantic partner. This truly is a situation where with faith, all things are possible. So it's a little bit of a wait, but this person will be coming in your life.
So I just have to show, because it's just crazy. So I asked about the number of children, and I pulled cards just to kind of get some numbers to see what was popping out. This wasn't the first one I pulled. I pulled something earlier and I got 9. And so I was like, I'm going to try a couple of different things just to check. So then I pulled this spread, which if you add all these numbers up, you get 9. Then I pulled this spread. And if you add all these numbers up, you get 9. And if you add up all the people in there, you get 9. So, yeah.
Maybe it's talking about children and grandchildren.
Could be.
But honestly, 9 is the number of the womb. It's the number of death and rebirth. It's the number of cycle of life. And so I feel like that's why we're getting that number. And it's possible that it's probably going to have 3 kids. You're probably going to have more than 2. You're probably going to have a lot of children.
The links came out too, which talks about secrets.
So maybe they don't want you to know this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you pull a card and they're just like, "Yep, we don't want you to know," and you're like, "Well, shit, I what now?"
Yeah.
But I do get a sense that it's gonna be like more children than you ever thought of having. But don't worry, it's not 9. Maybe it's like 4 or something. 3.
I feel like 3 would be.
3. Let me pull some cards. I got 9. But 6 and 10. What does that add up to? 7. Well, you're gonna have a lot of kids. And look, here's a card about there's kids on this card. There's 3 of them. There's 3, and then there's like the happy family card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're probably gonna have a couple kids, like definitely more than 2, potentially more than 3. I'm gonna say final answer, at least 3 children, which isn't bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. It scares the shit out of us.
I had 2 brothers.
Yeah, you were with a family of 3. I was a family of 4. 4, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's fun having a big family. I think you're gonna have a big family. So, have fun with that.
Yeah.
Send us your Christmas cards
Right.
with all 9 of your children. Anyways, we're done. We gotta stop for today, but we really hope that you enjoyed this reading. And anyone else who's watching this reading, let us know if this resonated with you. Comment below and validate the person that received this reading. Let them know if anything resonated. And if you would like a reading on your love life or twin flame or anything, honestly, I've heard it all, I've seen it all. You can ask me anything. Head over to promisedharmony.com/services. We have readings as low as $22 up on the website. So we hope you guys will check it out, and we'll see you later. Peace out.
Bye.